What's up guys, and welcome back to another Mayhem 3 versus Mayhem 4 episode. This is episode number 2. In episode number 1 we did Grave Ward, and in episode number 2 we are going to be doing the Agonizer 9000. If you didn't know already, the Agonizer 9000 did get a patch the other day, and that is that Pain and Terror, the two mobs that you do face in the story mode, their drops have now been moved to the Agonizer 9000, so you don't have to worry about having to do that story mission over and over again to get the dedicated drops. Their loot pools have now been moved to the Agonizer, so it now has its loot pool as well as theirs, meaning there are a lot more dedicated drops for him, as well as the Mayhem 4 dedicated drop. In order to get to the Agonizer 9000, if you didn't know already, you need to go to the Guts of Carnivora and make your way from the start of the map all the way to the end and go to the arena. There is a save station just outside as well as an ammo dump, so you can get your ammo back quickly. Obviously in this series we kill the boss 50 times, doing 25 in each of the Mayhem modes, in order to see which of these modes gives you the most legendaries, along with anointments and other drops as well. Basically to see which Mayhem mode is better to farm these bosses in. Obviously the Agonizer has its own Mayhem 4 drop, and we're going to be looking at how many times we do get that within the Mayhem 4 25 kill run. Tips about the Agonizer 9000: it has multiple critical hit spots, and you're going to be looking for the red boxes. These are like the fuel cells to the robot. It is also very weak to corrosive damage, so you want to be using corrosive weapons and going for these critical hit spots. For most of the kills I used an iron cannon, which is the new weapon within the Moxie's heist, as I found that this was the best way to take him down. Moving on to the drops now, we're going to be starting with Mayhem 3. So the total amount of legendaries we got was 45. Taking the top spot from Grave Ward, as in Mayhem 3, Grave Ward only dropped 43 total legendaries. The anointed drops from the Agonizer was 9, which means it does fall behind Grave Ward because Grave Ward scored 12. The class mods we only got 3, so that's quite a low number. And then we have the artifacts. We got a total number of 9 artifacts from the Agonizer. In terms of dedicated drops, we managed to get 12 of the dedicated drops, so we were nearly getting a dedicated drop every single time, as it's nearly half of the 25 kills. Moving on to Mayhem 4, the Agonizer dropped a total number of 73 legendaries from 25 kills. Not as many as Grave Ward, but still a very high amount. We then got a total number of 13 anointed weapons, also not as good as Grave Ward. A total number of 10 class mods, which is the exact same amount as Grave Ward as well. And the artifacts, we got a number of 14, totally destroying the total number of artifacts we have had from bosses so far, taking it to the top of the list. In terms of dedicated drops, we got 14 dedicated drops from the 25 kills, with 3 of them being the Mayhem 4 exclusive. So out of 25 kills, 3 of the Mayhem 4 exclusive dedicated drops is quite a good average. So I would recommend you do farm for the gun, because it's not going to take you long to get it if you don't have it already. In terms of dedicated drops, I would definitely recommend you do farm Mayhem 4 on the Agonizer. It does do very well for giving out its dedicated drops, and that was probably because it does have 3 of the loot pools all put into one now because of the patch. And that is all of the Mayhem 3 versus Mayhem 4 information I do have for you on the Agonizer 9000. It was quite a fun farm to do. In the comments below, let me know which boss you want to see next in this series, and what you have on the thoughts of whether these drops are good or not. But that is going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it and found it helpful, make sure to leave that like. subscribe to the channel for more Borderlands 3 content, and I'll see you all in the next video soon. Thank you all for watching.